So, mother and mother-in-law, right? Together.
I'm the new Cora mother.
You're the new Cora mother. Eating black cake, sorrel. Sorrel from Uncle Dino.
It's good. Delicious.
Good, Uncle Dino. How the
Who's
cake
Uncle
tasted?
Dino?
Uncle Dino is a gentleman from Arriba side, originating out in Sandy Grande. And he brought some pastels for us.
Sorrel tastes nice.
And he brought pepper sauce, extremely good.
What you fly, Lance?
I had a watchy flies too,
Kim,
yes.
you couldn't have got a smaller piece of cake than that.
I'm still full from breakfast. Granny gave me one big hops bread there.
Mmm.
It tastes real nice. You can taste the molasses in it.
Yeah.
I don't really like black cake, but I like your black cake.
It's the black cake I like, man.
Is there a difference between fruit cake and black cake?
Full
Or
cake
is it
is-
interchangeable?
I think when you don't put any
Alcohol?
coloring in it.
Oh, okay.
Black cake, like once you put the burnt sugar or the molasses, we'll say black cake.
Okay.
But fruit cake is you put in the same fruit and everything, but no coloring.
Okay. So it's nothing to do with the alcohol.
No,
So
no.
does this have alcohol?
Only cherry brandy.
Okay. So yes.
But it was some
Low,
alcohol.
low.
I'm just asking.
Mm.
I wonder if I could drive after this.
Kim, that is low
Low
budget.
content, low budget.
Low
Wait,
budget,
So that goes into the cake before you bake it?
You put the fruits to soak.
Okay, so then the alcohol will bake off. It'll cook off. So it's not like you're soaking it in alcohol after.
No.
Right.
Like some people would throw.
I know
rum to
people
the top.
soak it after and then you could taste it.
And they say, I don't eat it. I don't drink it, but I
That's
eat it.
just,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I wasn't a big fan of black cake when I was growing up because mostly it used to be soaked in alcohol.
Right.
I
but
just didn't
this-
like the taste, but I like
This fruit cake has been soaked in cherry brandy and sometimes like the grape juice.
Sometimes you use grape juice alone
No, always use the cherry brandy.
and you mix it. Okay,
So when you're blending the fruits,
you blend it up. And how long you soak it for? I know some people
long
who
time
soak it
people,
whole year, you know.
yeah, that's when they put the alcohol. But you could blend your fruits and by next day you can make your
Okay.
fruit cake.
I never
don't
made
find
one.
it- I'm sure you'll make a very good one. When I give you this recipe, you will make
I
wedding
like
cake.
this one. Hey, that was the wedding cake long time, you know.
Yeah, it still is, you know, traditionally.
Because it lasts.
Mhm.
I know people who have wedding cake in the freezer for years, and every
Why are you
year
keeping it so long?
for their anniversary, apparently they cut from it every
Oh,
year.
every year as a reminder.
I don't know how you all eat
You,
it.
you
How
could imagine.
romantic.
You could imagine.
But I remember
Not me.
when we came back from our honeymoon, the job was waiting for us to distribute that cake, you know.
Serious?
Because in those days, they didn't have these fancy things with the box and you serve it the same day, you know. So the bride and groom, the tradition was when you come back from your honeymoon,
You visit people with cake.
you visit people with cake and you to thank them for their beautiful gift.
Well, it's double. It works. Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do thank you cards. You could just do a thank you visit, and you get some food in the process.
once your time is good.
No, gosh, Baba.
I just happened to reach here at 11:55.
I've been
A piece of cake for a plate of
I've been
food.
chopping off cake
All
all
morning. That time you know it's the only place you went for the day.
But that tradition of eating piece of the wedding cake on your anniversary, did you do that?
No, we never.
You
did
give
that.
away all the
Our
cake.
cake didn't last. Everybody eat. We share that out. I was like, I don't want cake in the fridge.
You can imagine we put in our wedding cake. For 53 years, we pinch it up.
Like communion every
You
year.
got to cut that with that toothpick.
Unless you had a real big cake.
Can you all remember our first Christmas married?
But my first Christmas, Lisa was born.
What?
Yeah, we got married in April.
Let me do the math.
We got married in April.
Don't do the maths, please, don't do the
December.
Don't do the maths, don't do the maths.
And so Lisa would have been just like 3 weeks old, for
What?
Christmas.
Are they doing more maths?
No more maths, no more maths.
And
I didn't know I majored in maths, so maths is...
and so we would have gone to Cora. I definitely know that either the second or the third Christmas we spent it at home. Because we put up Christmas tree and thing.
Yeah.
And my brother come down from his carcass and he seen these lights. Tink, you know,
It was candle light on.
He thought it was candle
You know, you paint all them candle fires.
I don't know what he did while we were in the kitchen. When we come outside in the drawing room, lights no twinkling.
Oh gosh.
I don't know if he had screwy ball. What he did.
Yeah, there's one that's make it blink.
Yes.
He was getting seizures from it.
So that was what I could remember, whether it was the second Christmas or the third Christmas. Because by the third Christmas, we would have had 2 children.
Wow.
But I remember the
Wonderful.
thrill of telling them about Santa Claus and hiding everything and bring it out Christmas morning. You know that whole tradition to have children thinking about Santa Claus as
Santa
really.
bring to you.
But you can't fool children now about Santa. You
Haley,
cannot.
I don't think Haley ever believes Santa Claus.
Mm.
Her first Christmas, she was only about 3 weeks old. The second Christmas, she was too smart to believe Santa. I was like, oh Santa, I see you wrapping this.
Yeah.
And then Louise, when we moved up here, we had a cherry tree. And that same brother from Ikakas brought a big dog. And the dog bite up all the wires.
So like we were
And
doomed.
they weren't meant to have
We
Christmas
weren't meant
trees.
to have Christmas tree. We weren't meant to have Christmas tree.
Is that when they started planting flowers? So you didn't need the light.
We had this big nice tree, man. Real wrap up.
So can you tell me about your first Christmas as a married woman?
My first, we were in Hoover. We were living in Hoover, so I guess we came up here. I think we came up here for Christmas Eve, because that was usually the tradition. I'm gonna do the maths. No, was it up Cora by
We sat-
Sana?
Christmas Eve
Yeah,
was
we
always by the
probably went
Sana.
up to Lasana's house for Christmas Eve.
Right.
And then we probably spent the night here for Christmas, and then we had Christmas morning, and then went down to Hoover.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel that sounds familiar. I could check my photos, because that's how I remember things. When my memory fails, you go to photos
Yeah.
and you check your history. But I feel that was it, because we would have been...
Because
um,
always Christmas Eve was by the
Sadie
Sana.
would have been a baby. Yes, Sadie would have been about 8 months, because she was no, she would have been almost a year, because she's a January baby. Right. So we would have had Christmas in Cora, ham and hops, and then here for Christmas morning, and then we went down to
And
Hoover.
Lisa normally used to have us for lunch.
For lunch, yeah, but I don't think we made the lunch, because I went down to Hoover
Okay.
for lunch by mommy.
Right.
So we would have had the Twin City people up in Cora, and
Right,
then the Hoover
that's
people
right.
on Christmas.
What was it like in Cuba for Christmas?
We love Christmas time, so I think we made pastels that year. I can't remember exactly, but that may have been the first year we made pastels.
And who was making the pasta? Mama?
Me and
What?
mommy doesn't like sharing the kitchen with people. It's either she cooking or she not cooking.
Okay. Okay, she went out.
Now she will share it by force.
When she in the kitchen,
when
she
she
in charge.
cooking, she cooking. Yeah.
She-
Always have a parang and thing come moving around in Cuba?
That wasn't something that we grew up no, but the
Cuba
parang
was
you would
more
have.
Indian village too, eh?
Yeah, it's more like family visiting.
Mm-hmm.
And
So it's
then
not
they-
necessarily they come in and singing and eating. There's usually family from the other street would walk in, because our street is just family.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have family come in and visiting house to house. And well, my cousins like to play music, so they would play music for the whole street,
Right.
whether or not you wanted.
So you were entertained.
So you get
music
entertainment
anyway.
for free. And yeah, we usually very quiet. We have Christmas lunch, we hang out, we sleep, eat more food.
Foodies.
Food was the center of it. You know, you open presents. My nephews, so Aidan would have probably been the baby at that point in time. So he would be the one that everybody centered around buying gifts for and entertaining them. until Haley was born, and then she was the center, and then it was Anna. So that's how it's go. The youngest is the four on the pod.
Limelight.
But yeah, it was just really family. We home quiet. And then Boxing Day, mommy likes to cook roti and curry something hard fowl or duck or that's usually
So you have not spent a Christmas in Trin City
no,
ever?
no, not like a full day because it's usually that's just something we since birth it's like a home for Christmas wherever home is. But now we have 2 homes, so we had to make sure we in 2 homes for Christmas.
Plus
So
your
they get
own-
morning and evening.
Yeah.
Well, Linda say I don't feel we could get to have Christmas and we home until we have no other home to go to.
It's true, eh? It's true.
It's very true. It's
I say
very
we
true.
home whole year, you know, so every day is Christmas. So you only have a limited amount, you have to use them.
Like somebody was telling us that they always had their children. They always spent Christmas together,
Yeah.
but the children not married. You see,
Mm-hmm.
so they would meet and decide where they're going to
Where they're
spend
gonna,
Christmas.
but they're always together.
They're always together.
Yeah.
So they live in one part, and the children in America,
Mm-hmm.
and they would say, okay, well, we're going to France, so they will meet in France and have Christmas, or they go to England, or however they
And they get
everybody
vacation
have
out
a-
of it too.
make a vacation, family time and vacation. So she said, but lately the daughter said she has a boyfriend now.
Oh boy.
So she's saying, so they would still do it that way. But now she's saying, well, now she has to go by the boyfriend's family.
You have to make time too, huh?
So she says, so Mom, it's going to change now. It'll be 1 year for you, 1 year for me, and 1 year for his family.
So a lot of people remember 2 years in
So
between.
it'll be 2 years in between.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, well, my dear,
Uh-huh.
that's an adjustment, but you better learn about it. It's real.
Yeah, very much so.
Compromises are, they say a good compromise is when everybody leaves unhappy, you know.
I don't know.
Least what?
A good compromise, when you get a good compromise, is when both parties are unhappy.
Are unhappy?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Nobody has anything on
That's when you
anybody?
reach a fair compromise.
A fair compromise.
Mm-hmm.
No, but I think it is very important that people share, really.
Mm-hmm.
You know, life cannot be one-sided. That
For
always
sure, yeah.
the wife will have it her way,
Yep.
or the husband will have it. As you say, that compromise, somebody will always be unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a fair compromise, that where you morning and evening, that sounds good. That's more than a compromise.
Mommy called me. I spoke to her already for the week.
Let me go get something to cover this.
Sure. I spoke to
Oh,
her
you have to
sometime
take it in the
earlier.
back,
No, I want a piece of it.
You ever cut it fair?
Yeah. Kim no good man. Kim walk with the apparatus.
I know the man want more. The
Man
taste is
is
good, you know. I just can't eat anymore. Yeah, well, so, yeah, mommy. She called. We wanna call. She's like, when are they coming again? I said, well, they'll come on Christmas Day. She watched me, and all my siblings on the call too. There's like, you see, look how she watched it already. I said, but she know the plan. I told her they was coming earlier, so she leave it alone. Yesterday she got, when are they coming? I said, mommy, didn't I tell you the plan already? We go in so and so, and then we'll come down on Christmas Day. I thought it was yesterday. I said, no, it's tomorrow. She's like, oh, all right.
And mother always wants to turn around. You know. Say what you want.
But you're spending the night with them tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be there tonight.
Yeah.
But you know, that's
when
all
is
she waiting
Saturday?
on. 31st. So that's another thing now. So Julia is mommy's birthday. But Lyndon,
This is
like,
mine again, my dear friends.
Look at they get the cherry.
Oh,
Full on the
another
side.
cherry?
Look on the side, yeah.
Yeah, Kim, you must be glad you serve him. Bill.
Oh God, Amalu.
Oh, is it too big? Too much?
No.
It will never be too much for Lancy once
You will
it's
like a
gone.
piece?
Watch out quick. He tried to eat it up quick before
No.
you take it back.
Would you like a piece of it?
No, thanks, darling.
I'll give
I'm
you the
okay.
part with the cherry.
Hey, and you bring the tell us about
Panettone?
this.
No, wait, Louis. Kim ain't finished tell our story yet. Come
Oh,
now.
I'm
True.
sorry. Oh no, what were
Your
we
mama,
talking
yeah.
about? Right, so
But
birthday.
yeah, we'll talk about this as well.
So her
Yes.
birthday is the 31st, which is the very last day of the year. And usually, she would, usually, before she's not able to, she was the one cooking up a storm for her birthday and always complaining after, why I had to cook for my birthday. But if you volunteer to cook, no, she won't. She want to cook. And she will invite everybody, my brother's friends, my friends, whoever wants to come and available.
The text
They will
is
come.
fantastic. Sorry, Kim.
No,
the
it's
text
very nice.
is fantastic.
It is very nice.
Yes. So
But
I'll give you the recipe, okay?
Yeah, how to get it when I decide to make it.
As a matter of fact, maybe I should talk the recipe now because somebody asked me for this recipe.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good idea.
But hold on. Oh,
Yeah, of course,
I
sure.
have been ill-mannered to Kim. Go ahead, Kim.
No, I don't mean no. But
Yeah,
I
no,
mean-
that recipe. How to get this is a real good recipe.
So you're talking about Mama.
So she will have her birthday, and we would usually be in Vancouver bringing the New Year. But Lyndon, as we moved up to Cora, he likes to bring in the New Year at home, and I can't blame the man.
Yeah,
It's
because
your
that's about the only thing that happens at home in the season.
Yes. And then we have a really nice view of the fireworks that's happening too. And it's nice to kind of be home and ring in the New
I think
Year.
we were there last year.
You were there last year, yeah. So that's the only thing that she will have to compromise on this year. And
Yeah, boy.
so we will be there for her birthday, but we wouldn't be staying. But usually, that was the custom. We'd be in Vancouver bringing the New Year. But I think
Right.
we were there the year before.
Yeah.
Because my brother was here, so we had spent that New Year's down there.
Yeah, because I think it was
Yeah.
the first time we were by you all was last year.
No,
New
we
Year's.
all were there in 2020. Because
Did-
you all were up there in 2020.
That was when
COVID.
COVID.
Yes, because I
Alright.
have a picture. Megan and the girls had made a fruit cake type of torts kind of thing, and they did 2020 and blueberries on top. That's how I remember it.
Oh,
Because they had
nice.
brought it up. Yeah, so and then I have pictures from that night. So again, pictures is how you remember. So you all were up there in 2020, and then I think last year you all came up, and we made bread and ham at 12 o'clock in the night, and we eat.
That bread was real good. Right?
12
Last night
o'clock in the
too.
night.
12 o'clock at night, you bring in the New Year eating.
And then
No
you
wonder,
see all
why
the
you,
fireworks.
no wonder why you was able to eat and have a little cake.
Oh,
You started New Year eating.
yes,
So-
set the stage.
Before you tell us about your black cake, Louis. Excuse me, let me just move this on the side.
Oh, this is
Yes. Tell me a little bit about that cake that was brought all the way from
all the way from Italy by Lance's cousin,
Arlene,
Arlene.
her husband Carl.
Yes, and she said it could be open before, but traditionally it is open on Christmas Day with the family. So we did have the opportunity to open this cake.
Okay.
Yes, Kim, you do the needful. And Arlene proudly said to us that this is a cake that the Queen,
Requests.
The Queen of England, huh?
the Queen of England, they usually
Late
have
and
it.
great.
See, you notice how it's like a
Elizabeth.
crown?
Late and great.
You see, it's like Israeli made like a crown, eh? Yeah, you could picture that on the Queen head.
Yes, yes,
Wait,
yes,
they have
yes.
it.
Yes, Kim. So what you know of the tradition of this cake?
Well, I never heard about the Queen requesting from a special bakery.
Yes.
But I know about the panettone. If it's Italian, I guess then it's panettone.
Yeah.
I've seen it being made before. I've never had it
Sorry.
until today. Sorry.
Yes.
But I saw people making it, and up to this morning I was scrolling through and I saw a video of them mass producing these panettones.
Really?
Yeah. But so I always wanted to try it because it's apparently regarded as one of the most difficult breads to make.
It's a bread, considered a
It's
bread.
considered a bread.
Yes.
Okay.
We have it for breakfast.
Yeah, it's considered a bread, but the texture is like if you like fruit cake, like our fruit cake,
Yes.
or what's called fruit bread.
Fruit cake.
Yeah, no, that one like a bread. When
Sweet
you sugar
bread?
on top, sweet bread, right? That's what I'm
Okay,
trying to get.
okay.
Yes. So it's like a light sweet bread. That's
Right.
what I think it tastes like. But I'm not a fan of sweet bread
Right.
because I don't like fruits. But it is very nice if you like that kind of thing. So it's like a bread texture.
So it's like
See?
a cultural thing.
But is it
for the
popular over here in
Italian.
Trinidad?
Oh no,
I don't
no,
think
this
so.
is because it's such a difficult bread to make.
It's difficult.
Yeah, I believe.
Because it has a cakey feel as well.
There's a lot of work going into the dough from what I saw.
But but I have seen you make some very intricate cakes.
Yeah, I've never tried to make it. I just watched
Once
some
you try
videos.
it, she will get it right.
But I'm very selfish.
But it really looks like a crumb, you know.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Has to keep it from spreading wide and,
Yeah.
And
going
crumbling.
and going up.
So you mentioned you were selfish. Why?
I'm very selfish in what I cook. I tend to only make things that I like to eat. Or somebody else likes to eat. So if nobody likes it in the house, then I would hardly make it.
But that's a good way
Because
to operate.
you don't really like fruitcake, do you?
Could enjoy it, but I wouldn't run it down.
So I don't like fruitcake either. So I would hardly ever venture into learning how to make a fruitcake. But he
nevertheless,
likes.
I'll give you the recipe.
Well, I will take it and try it. I will make it for the people if I have people coming over. Just to say you know how to make a fruitcake.
So Mom,
But
let's
he
hear your
likes bread.
recipe now.
Okay. I was asked by Miss Shishitian, what is her name again?
Bernie.
Bernie Shishitian.
Oh, that was the real name. Okay, I was trying to figure
Bernie
out.
is the real name.
Shishitian. She said to me, Mama Lou, so yeah, you're going to be making black cake and give me the recipe. So I said, but I did have a recipe for last year, and it's the same recipe. She said, but I like to see you making your black cake. But Bernie, I was not able to, Lance did not tape it while I was doing it because I did it very early this morning. And so the recipe, for anyone who might be interested, they could have a little look again at how the texture Lancelot.
Mm-hmm. Can I have a next piece?
No.
All right.
Not because.
Okay, fine.
So let us say you're making a half pound of cake, right?
Which is what, that?
That and another little pan.
Like about this big. The Danish cookies pan about
Yeah.
this thick. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So or it can give you one nice big size cake.
Or maybe a full one.
Yes.
Okay.
Like this
so
will
a full
be
bun pan
yeah,
about
coming right up to the top.
4 inches
Yes.
around there.
Yes, that's right. So let us say you want a cake this size, that's a half pound cake.
Mm.
So you're going to use half pound of margarine, 1 cup of sugar. And you can do it hand style like I do, or you can use your
A creaming method.
a creaming method.
Mm.
Right. So then you're going to also use 6 eggs and a cup and a half of flour.
So it's kind of like a pound cake with fruits.
Yeah,
Okay, because this
Yeah.
is the recipe for a pound cake.
it's for pound cake.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Of course, you're going to soak your fruits before for 1 pound of cake. So maybe I should really have given you recipe for 1 pound.
You're confusing me. I'm sure you're
Okay,
confusing your viewers.
let us start over.
So a pound of sugar, a pound of flour, a pound of eggs. A pound of eggs is about 12 eggs.
Right.
A pound of sugar is about 2 cups. A pound of flour, 3 cups.
Yeah, 3 cups.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have that so far. What else?
6 teaspoons of baking powder.
Okay.
Right. The fruit, the soaking of the fruit will be 1 bottle of cherry brandy,
A big bottle?
26 ounce. Because
Okay.
remember, it's a pound of each fruit.
And how much fruits you put in
So
it?
you put in a pound of prunes, a pound of raisins, a pound of currants,
Uh-huh.
and half pound of mixed peel.
Okay, so that's like our citrus type peels.
Yes.
Okay. Mhm.
Although I'm not seeing that now, eh? What you're seeing is like different fruits, local fruits, cut
Okay.
up small. But ideally the citrus fruits.
Mhm.
So you blend it together, and you can add half of the small bottle of Welch's grape juice. So after you cream your sugar and your butter, you can have that soak for 2 days, 1 week, 2 weeks. There's no alcohol in it, so I don't suppose you should do it before 2 weeks and keep it in the fridge. After you cream your butter and your sugar, you add your eggs 1 by 1. You beat your egg 1 by 1 with some lime skin to take off the freshness. And each time you add an egg, you're spooning the flour, which will have, if it's a pound cake you're making, it will be 1 pound of flour, 6 teaspoons of baking powder.
For you. I think people better come to you and tell you, make the cake, yeah?
So you didn't make a demonstration video of it?
She's done that in the past.
In the
okay.
past, yeah.
Yeah.
So for those who doesn't want to
This
go
is just
back,
the recipe, yeah.
because it'll mean having to scroll back
And
for
look
a whole
through.
year. Yeah. Adding, after you do that, you add your molasses. Some people use burnt sugar, but it is molasses you use.
How much?
Once, what I do is, rather than measure, I would add it until it gets to the color I want it.
How much does it usually be?
I would
If you had
say
to guess.
maybe like a tablespoon or
Okay.
so. Yeah. So, but if you like it darker,
Add
you
more.
add a little more. If you like it lighter, you do less. So while you're stirring it in, you will see the color, because you have to remember now you're going to add in the fruits, which is also very dark.
Mm.
Then you add your fruits in, and you cut up cherries and almonds, and then
Voila.
you put
got
it in
your
your
cake.
pan.
Mm.
Make sure you grease your pan.
And this recipe will give you 2 of these.
Two of
types.
these cakes.
Right, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
No
So-
essence? Or you
Yes,
have-
almond essence.
Almond, okay.
Sorry. Yeah. 2 teaspoons of almond essence.
All right, Mama.
And I tell you, how did it taste?
Really good.
It's moist.
It's always good.
You had any, Lyndon?
Yes, fantastic.
I cut a nice big slice.
Okay.
I sent back halfway,
Serious?
Serious?
but then I went back with the half.
After it tasted so good, he decided, I better eat it.
Okay, on to our next little subject here. And I really want to close it with this because it was on my mind this morning and I woke. We visited someone very recently. Her husband passed away some time ago. And she was saying, you know, that her spirit for Christmas has waned
Yes.
due to her companion, her soulmate not being there. And my heart has gone out to people who, persons who have lost their loved ones.
Yeah, because it's not going to be the same.
Not going to be the same, right?
It cannot be the same. As she was saying, that she is doing it because the children always came home for Christmas. And of course, she's happy to have her kids, but she even wept, to think of her husband will not be there. So yes, I imagine that is a sad time for someone, but you have to still make the others alive happy.
So we want to just hail out to these, I wouldn't say lonely people, but people who have suffered the passing
Loss.
of their,
And continue to suffer loss.
you know what I mean? Because we all come to that place one way or the next.
Yes.
Unless both of us, go
Only if
together.
you go in a plane crash.
You're trying to increase that odds by going on more vacation.
That's the
So
only way
we-
you're going out
Our
together.
hearts really go out to such.
Hopefully, you're trying to send a serious message.
I'm sending a serious message here, but they're full of cake now. And the cake have plenty brandy in it.
You sure it's well choosing for you,
Yeah. So folks,
Lancy, we have not hailed out a long, long time to Corinne
and Dendril.
and Dendril.
All right, go right ahead.
Corinne and Dendril, we think about you all, but
They
still
live
to
in your
visit.
area, Kim.
Mm-hmm.
You know them, huh?
Wait, no. Wrong Corinne.
Yes, yes, yes.
Auntie Corinne?
No, not Auntie
No.
Corinne. Corinne
Oh,
Vancouver.
in Cuba
yes,
side.
yes.
Central.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the corner, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we know that. Hello.
And
How are you doing?
Azisha and William.
Mm-hmm.
Azisha, I hope that you all are doing a lot better and that you are feeling
Better.
better.
Well?
Yes,
Her
yes.
back, she's been having some back problems.
Oh.
So anyway, also all these subscribers who we are not going to be able to name,
Also,
Merry Christmas to all and to all
Merry
a good night.
Deborah Suraj. It's a long time I haven't heard out to Deborah
Well, we say
Suraj.
sweetbread, we had to mention Deborah.
Yeah, of course, we say sweetbread, so we have to think about that.
and to your family and to our friends up in Cora there, Peter and Liz and the children, and up on the hill there, Clem and everybody else, all way up in Cora,
And all in Cuba. All the family in Cuba.
And
Carcass.
Amigo in Cora. And Lenny, what about Amigo? And my good friend Sylvester Scott.
Yes,
in
of
California.
Scott?
Yes, Sylvester Scott.
No.
Yes.
Calais.
Yes. No, Sylvester Scott. I know who I'm talking about, darling.
Who's Sylvester Scott?
Oh gosh, Louise. California boy. And then we have Sylvester Jackson
Scott is
in
his
Cora.
name. You sure you're Sylvester? Is my name?
Joshua.
Yeah,
Sylvester
but I
Joshua.
say Scott. I know. I
Lord.
don't remember names.
We only put in this cake in truth.
I didn't. I served the cake. I did not bake the cake.
I think the parts that we got is where it had concentrated.
Yeah.
I feel Granny get some spiked cherry brandy. Some harsh cherry brandy.
So friends, this is where we say
All the best.
have a good day.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.
Yes.